What's up, guys, and happy Halloween. Well, today you're looking at the inside of the Project Mustang here, and it doesn't look as pretty as it once did, but don't be afraid, it's not permanent. I actually wanted to reach out and do a short video here and reach out to a couple of my YouTube buddies that are well versed in the ways of wiring. This Mach 1 center console here came with these gauges here, and it's got a temp gauge, an alt gauge, and an oil pressure gauge. And I'd really like to use these factory gauges, but the problem is the car never originally came with them. But I did luck out and get this harness back here that came with it, and it's all kind of pigtailed together here, which is fine. I'm pretty decent with deciphering the pigtail to figure out, you know, which gauge goes to what. But my question is this something as simple, like for example this oil gauge over here, is this something as simple as basically just connecting a wire to an electrical oil pressure sender, and then of course connecting a negative to the gauge, or a positive to the light? I mean, not to the light, the lights are down here. A negative, you know, and a positive, or what's the deal? Do you guys, is anybody out there familiar with how to hook up electronic gauges? Do I, for the temperature gauge, do I just get an electronic temperature sending unit and then just ground? It looks like the temperature gauge, you'll notice that loop, and the oil pressure gauge are grounded together, and they go to a master ground here in the actual harness right there. You can kind of see there. So I'm wondering if I just connect the two sender wires to those two gauges and then ground that, if those two would work. And then the electrical gauge, if that's just as simple as connecting a regular electrical gauge, So I just figured I'd ask you guys what you thought, because it would be really neat to, to run the original gauges instead of going in and cutting all that out and making it look non-factory. So anyway, just a short little video. Happy Halloween, everybody. This is one of my little side projects I'm probably going to work on over the weekend here. So I'm also going to be putting in I want to do a new fuse block by Painless Wiring in here. Since we're running the MP3 player and the factory radio and everything, I really don't want to have any of this all tapped off of one wire, so I'm going to do it right. I'm going to run a dedicated switched circuit up from the main switch source and run it back into a new fuse block where I can distribute the power accordingly. So that's another new little project in here that I'm going to start and finish hopefully within the next week or two before I put the engine back together. So this is hopefully the last time I need to take it apart, because I did install the air conditioner, and that all needs to be done the absolute right way so it never breaks. So anyway, if you guys know the answer to that simple question, I'm pretty sure I know the answer. I'm pretty sure I can just run electronic sending units in the engine and just run the wires up through the firewall into the gauges. But I want to triple check with anybody that's maybe familiar with it. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a happy Halloween. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll talk to you later. See ya.